Okay, you guys, welcome. I'm so excited to chat with you a little bit about the shred tonight. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with what it is, but it's basically using our Juice Plus products and just, it's a healthy kickstart. There's so many diets and there's so many fads on the market, and eat this, don't eat that. Like, how do you even know where to start? What I love about our shred program is that it's doable and it's sustainable. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm actually going to show you a quick video. It's only 5 minutes. I think it's only 2 minutes. So I'm going to show you a quick video. We're going to watch that, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about it in detail, okay? So bear with me a moment. I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully you guys can all see this. If not, then just listen, and we'll get this started. Here we go. Okay. Can you hear that?
Hi, my name is Dr. Mitra Ray.
And I'm Jade Kelly, and we're here today to talk to you about our new program called Shred 10.
I got my bachelor's degree in engineering from Cornell University and my PhD in biochemistry and cell biology from Stanford Medical School. I'm so excited to be here with Jade, who I've known since she was 7 years old. And today she's not only an incredible athlete, but a health advocate.
I was a two-sport Division I athlete and went on to become an urban farmer, teaching people how to grow food in areas that had no land. I've been listening to Dr. Mitra Ray speak for the last 22 years, and I'm so excited that we are collaborating on Shred 10.
In my career, I've had the opportunity to work with lots of people one-on-one and run retreats. And from that experience, I've come up with a set of guidelines that make impactful changes in a very short period of time.
So I appropriated these guidelines and created the Shred 10 program. Here's what that looks like. It's 10 days of making your health your main priority. The first thing we do is make sure we get tons of whole food nutrition into our diets. We do that by using 2 of our complete shakes a day and our trio of capsules. Along with that, you're going to drink tons of water, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, and exercise most days. In addition, you're going to eliminate gluten, dairy, alcohol, caffeine, processed foods, artificial and refined sugars, and eating after 6 p.m.
Have you ever tried a program that either didn't work or worked for a short period of time, but you couldn't sustain it? Probably because you didn't have enough support.
Shred 10 offers lots of support. First, the person who invited you to do the shred will be shredding alongside you, which is so awesome. Second, you'll be added to our Facebook group where you'll have a community of people that are shredding alongside you, recipes, as well as encouragement.
During Shred 10, I got the leanest I've ever been at age 37.
I feel amazing and have faster recovery from my CrossFit workout. I lost 10 inches overall.
I feel so much better. I have so much clearer thinking.
I lost 5 pounds and I sleep so much better.
Better mental focus.
A flatter belly.
More willpower.
Better digestion. Less bloating and more energy.
Glowing skin and fitting into my smaller jeans.
Let's get one thing straight. Shred 10 is not a 10-day program that you do once and forget about it. It's a jump start, and once you do it, you'll find that it's easier than you think. There's actually a lot of research behind our products and these guidelines. This program will help you sleep better, look better, and have more energy, and maybe even pull out those jeans that you haven't fit in for a while.
So if you're ready to get started, talk to the person who shared this video with you.
All right. So, I neglected to introduce myself, so I will do that now. My name is Kristen, and we have been taking the Juice Plus products for now over 7 years, and we won't go a day without them. They've changed our world drastically, both the product and the business, and I've always been passionate about exercise and nutrition, but for me, what Juice Plus does is it makes it simple. Everybody needs more fruits and vegetables in their life. Everybody, I don't care who you are. Everybody needs more fruits and vegetables in their life. And there's multiple reasons why we don't eat enough. Sometimes it's the food quality. A lot of the times it's the food quality. Sometimes it's picky eaters. Sometimes you just kind of get stuck in a rut. You're eating the same thing over and over again. And then honestly, sometimes it's just because you cook it, you buy it, you cook the nutrition out. So we're not getting enough nutrition. And so Juice Plus is simple like that. And I love that it fills in the gap where we're lacking, and we do eat pretty healthy. But we did our first shred, my family, and I made my husband do it with me. And we did it for the first time about 2.5 years ago. And so we used the Juice Plus shakes and we used the capsules because we were already taking the capsules. And you guys, I didn't do it to lose weight. I didn't need to lose weight. But it blew my mind how different I felt when I shredded. So I'll show you the graphic again in a minute and we'll talk about the guidelines. But cutting out the gluten and the dairy, first of all, I thought was going to be so difficult because I was a peanut butter and jelly on toast every single day for lunch. I would have that for lunch. So I was like, oh, I can't cut out bread. And plus we lived in Germany the first time I did the shred. So we're talking beer and wine and bread and pasta. But I was actually really surprised at how easy it was to cut it out. And then once I did cut it out and then I added it back in later, it tasted awful and it made me feel awful. It was crazy. And then the same thing for dairy. I love cheese. I am not even gonna lie, I love cheese. And that's probably one of the hardest things for me to cut out. But once you learn replacements for different things, it's a lot easier. And there's reasons behind cutting out the gluten and the dairy. They're both inflammatory. So our bodies don't digest them and they don't digest them properly. So our bodies are trying to fight it off. And so they cause inflammation. And there's science behind that. And we can certainly share that with you if you want to. But it was just amazing to me when I added it back in, just the effect that I felt from that. So the first Monday of every month, we shred, and we shred for 10 days. And what's been really great about doing this over and over and over again is it's just made it livable and doable. And we've been able to just build on that foundation of healthy changes one at a time, and keep incorporating them. So I'm going to show you the guidelines again really quick, so you can take a look at it. What's really cool is that you get this whole shred guide when you shred with us. You have access to this whole shred guide, and it is fabulous. You guys, I'm going to just kind of scroll through it really fast. We're going to go back to this page right here. But why is Shred 10 unique? Well, right here, say for the whole family, anybody can do it. There's a lot of other diets and things out there that are not safe for anybody to do. But really with this, you're just eating more whole food. And all of our products are whole food. So if you take a look, I'm going to scroll down. There's tons of recipe ideas in here. We actually have a whole Shred 10 cookbook as well that you get when you shred with us. But here's some quick and easy snack ideas. And then if I scroll down, there's some really yummy recipes in here. But I'm going to go back to the top, and we're just going to take a look at real quick the guidelines. So you're going to add more real food. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the boxed crap and the packages of stuff. We're going to try not to eat that for these 10 days. Then, of course, you're going to add your Juice Plus Trio capsules in daily, which some of you are already taking. And then you're going to add in 2 complete shakes daily. So it depends on when you do those. You can do one for breakfast. You can do one for lunch. You can do one for breakfast. You can do one as a snack. I've done one for breakfast and one for dinner and had just eaten like a side salad alongside of it with my dinner. It's kind of up to you. Just work it with your schedule. And then, of course, plenty of water. Sleep 7 to 8 hours, and you're going to exercise most days. And, figure out what exercise works for you. You do something that you like to do. And then we're going to eliminate gluten, dairy, caffeine, alcohol, processed foods, artificial and refined sugars, and eating after 6 p.m. That whole 6 p.m. thing is pretty much just try to eat 3 hours before you go to bed. Okay, when you look at that eliminate section, you're probably like, what? I can't do that. Some of you might be like, yes, this is what I need. Some of you might be like, I don't know about that. What's cool is that we have this whole support group. We'd add you into a Facebook group, and we have tons of recipes for you guys to experiment with. But if you want to get a slower start, and let's say you can't do all of this for 10 days, and remember, it's only 10 days. You could do anything for 10 days. But let's say you can't do all of this for 10 days. Then just pick and choose. You know, maybe for the first shred, you just eliminate gluten. Maybe for the second shred, you try eliminating gluten and caffeine. You know, you just kind of pick and choose. If you want the most bang for your buck, though, go all in and do it for 10 days. But what we hope is that once you start to do some of these things, you're going to notice that you feel a little bit different. You might go through a detox period, but then we want you to be able to live it after that. Okay, and so that's where you may continue to eliminate gluten and dairy, but then just reduce the caffeine, the alcohol, and the sugar. You don't have to forever live without caffeine, alcohol, and sugar. Just do it for 10 days to reset yourself. And then what also we hope that you'll continue to do is continue to just eat more real food. Take your capsules daily, because again, it's the simplest way to get in fruits and vegetables. Do maybe one, maybe if you want to, 2 complete shakes a day. I actually usually do 1 shake a day, and then I'll put some of the complete powder in my oatmeal, or I'll put them in a protein ball. And I'm not gonna lie, I just made Rice Krispie treats, which are not shred friendly, but I'm not shredding right now. And I put vanilla protein powder in my Rice Krispie treats. And let me tell you, they are so good. So here I am eating Rice Krispie treats that have 20 different plants in them. Right? I mean, you just try to make it healthy if you can. So anyway, plenty of water, sleep 7 to 8 hours, and exercise most days. So that's the premise behind the Shred 10. It's really just a kickstart to healthy living. We want to encourage you and support you on your health journey, and this is just a really neat way to just kind of jump all in for those 10 days and then see what you can sustain the rest of the month, and then shred with us again the next month. So that's kind of it. There's lots more information that we can offer you guys, but I'm going to go ahead now and have Steph, like a real person. You saw some on the video, but Stephanie's going to share her shred story with us real quick. And I know there's a couple other people on here that have some stories as well. So Stephanie, take it away, lady.
Okay, so honestly, that was the very first time that I watched that shred video.
Hold on a minute, Stephanie. Is she all funny? Does she sound funny? You're like talking like a robot, like you're all staticky or something.
I am not a real person.
You sound so funny.
Do I still sound funny?
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix that.
Maybe, I don't know what to tell you to do.
Leave and come back.
Try to leave the group and come back.
Yeah.
I am a robot.
Okay, well, we're waiting for Steph to get back on. That's hilarious. Does somebody else want to just share what they like about the shred, or maybe something that they've noticed that has done it, of course? Oh, Steph, go ahead.
Do I sound better?
Yes!
I'm a real person. Okay. So honestly, that was the first time that I watched that shred video, because it's kind of new since when I did my first shred. And watching that, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, all of those results, those are me. I did that. Yeah. So before Juice Plus and before the shred, I ate absolutely no vegetables because honestly, I think they're gross. And I had very little fruit in my diet, and I was basically just a cereal for breakfast, sandwich and chips for lunch, and then whatever chicken and something for dinner. I didn't know how to feed us, and I really honestly hate being in the kitchen, and I hate cooking. So to learn how to feed myself and feed my family healthy items was just a really difficult first step forward, and I honestly did not know what to start, what to do. Some of my friends had started doing the keto diet, and I was like, gosh, that's a lot of cheese. I don't know if I can handle that much. And I really don't like eggs. So a lot of that had to do with that. So I was just searching for something, and my friend introduced me to, we were pretty financially insecure when I first started doing the shred. So I only did the shakes for my first time. And day 1 through 3 was awful and difficult because even though I had all the resources, I was not reading all of it. And so like, if you are going to jump into this head first, please read everything, because we have the answers to all of the questions. It's all in there. Why are we giving up gluten? Why are we giving up dairy? It's all in there. There's so many recipes. In fact, I just made the cauliflower soup today, and that was super yummy, and my kids tolerated it. They weren't too happy about having soup for lunch, but I was like, hey, I made it, you're eating it. So before, it was difficult for me to find what I needed to do, and day 3 was very difficult. But after day 4 and day 5, it just got easier and easier. And at the end of the shred, I had lost 5 pounds and 10 inches all over my body. And my husband was gone 6 out of the 10 days of my first shred. And when he came back, he was like, oh my gosh, you're so thin. And I was on a very hard plateau of my weight loss journey, and I was just trying to lose 5 pounds, and that's all I wanted to do. And I accomplished that just in one shred. And so it was just amazing. And now the very first day after the shred, we did eat a lot of horrible things. I made Thanksgiving for ourselves, and it was tasted so weird and so awful. And that's just 10 days of changing your palate. And it was just the most amazing experience. And since then, I've continued to shred. I now live it. I don't just use the guidelines. I now live it. I try not to have anything in our diet that we really shouldn't have. I splurge here and there because I really like sweets. And we just do our best in making sure that we eat real food. And I have found some amazing recipes lately, and it just keeps getting easier. And now I am down 25 pounds. I don't even know how many inches, because I just don't even keep track anymore. All I know is my clothes keep fitting better and better. I keep getting smaller and smaller. I do minimal workouts because I don't like sweating. I'm probably the worst healthy person there is. But I do what I can, and I try to live it as best as I can, and the results are just amazing. With just when you go in head first and you go all in, because that's the kind of person I am, I just jump in head first. The results are just amazing, and it's totally worth it. And within like 5 or 6 days on the shred, I wanted to join the business, and it's just been amazing. And I don't know what else to say, because I could just go on and on for hours about how awesome it is.
That is awesome, Steph. And she lives down here near me, and it's really been fun to just watch her transformation. I mean, the other day I was talking to her, and she's like, I eat broccoli. Like, I wanted to eat broccoli. And I was like, who are you? Like, this girl she wouldn't touch, she's not kidding when she said she would not touch vegetables. And now she does. But it's a testament to what you put in your body starts to crave, and your body knows good stuff. And I say all the time to people, you really don't know how good your body is designed to feel until you feel it. And then it's like, whoa, I mean, I've been missing out. This feels so good. And, like Steph said, once you start eating it again, it's like your palate has changed a little bit. So there's so many testimonies just like Stephanie's that are just amazing. So some people do it to lose weight. Some people need a reset. Some people, you can, you can do it for multiple reasons. Sometimes you just need some healthier recipes. There's multiple reasons why you want to shred. But what's really great is it is doable. It is certainly doable. And I'm just going to share with you real quick the packages that we have. We're going to talk about a little bit about the price, and then we'll just go to question and answer, and that's all we have for you tonight. So you guys can do the Shred 10 package, which would be, it comes in a 4-month package. It's like a 4-month package with a 10-day kickstart, because again, we want you to be able to live it. What's so great about this program in particular is that we teach you, and we teach people how to live this lifestyle. It's not just you're going to take a supplement and you're going to drink a drink and you have to do that for the rest of your life. Because what happens with those types of programs is once you stop doing those things, you're just going to put the weight back on again because you weren't taught how to eat the right things in the first place. And so that's what our focus is, to really get people to eat the right way, but do it simply. So we've got our shakes that we know are so full of fiber that curb our appetites, that keep us full for so long. They keep our blood sugar stable. So it really helps us not get hangry and be like in the pantry foraging for food because we're like, give me crackers and chocolate chips or whatever else your vice is. So the Shred 10 package would be 2 shakes a day plus your Juice Plus Trio. And that is only, you guys, I love the price. It's only $6.50 a day to do that for 2 shakes a day. And if you think about that, that's 2 meals a day, plus 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries that you're getting in your capsules for only $6.50. You can't even get 1 meal at McDonald's for that. I mean, unless you're, I don't know, maybe they have the dollar menu. It's been a long time since I've eaten on at McDonald's, but still, $6.50 is a really great price. Plus, if you get the Trio capsules as an adult, your child gets their product for free. So included in that price, 2 people are getting their fruits, their vegetables, and you're getting 2 meals a day. Okay, if that seems like a little too much for you, then we've got our premium package, which is 1 shake a day plus the Juice Plus Trio, and that, you guys, is only $4.40 a day. So doable. If you think about walking into the convenience store and you grab a bottle of water and like a bag of chips or M&Ms or something like that, that right there is typically right around $4 or $5, right? Or what else? A Starbucks coffee. Holy moly, how much are those now? Like $6, $7? I mean, they're expensive. So for all this great nutrition, I love the value that you're getting for this price. So those are our packages. If you have any questions, I'd love to just open up the floor to, well, this is not the floor. I'm not like giving a big presentation in a room, but open up the lines, if you will, for you guys to just ask any questions and, you know, anything at all. Anybody have anything? Or if anybody on here wants to share something before we wrap up. I will talk until somebody says they have a question. No, I'm just kidding. But I will say thank you guys for hopping on. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to just learn a little bit more about the Shred. If you don't want to ask me the questions, feel free to get with the person who invited you to ask more questions and just get started. Our next Shred starts August, I think it's the 7th or 8th. What's the first Monday in August? The 7th. So our next Shred starts August 7th. So if you order now, you're going to have your stuff. You're going to be ready to go. We'll add you to our Facebook group. You'll get the recipe book. And we'll get you all set up for starting the Shred with us on the 7th of August. Did that spark any questions? No? Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to share? Awesome. Well, thank you guys for plugging in. I'm so glad you did. And you guys all have a great night. Thanks, Steph, for sharing. Bye, guys.